So like he,
Unreal. And
it's like
unreal free kicks. Shall we go to the some of the discussion of today's game? Have you? I mean, before we go to there, I can realize like when Messi will decide to retire, what will happen to us?
well, when he was leaving Barcelona, I was thinking about it actually, like what would happen now? Like after 3 4 years, he will retire the game, and uh, well, we wouldn't see someone. Probably we'll see someone like Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe or someone else who's scoring like 20 30 goals, probably 4 5 seasons, maybe, or maybe more. But the thing is that like thinking about Messi is like they, for some reason it feels like he could do anything. Like he could probably dribble plus everyone. If he wants, he could find someone in the
and
corner.
still be grounded enough and with humility, nothing about arrogance, and he still
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
compete. Uh, yeah, I there's so many things I still feel that I have to say, but I know if I start to talk about it, you'll start joining it. We might have a 12-hour to 14-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Just don't want to go there. Um, but yeah, it would be. I think I cannot think of my life. Let's rephrase it. My quality of life, especially when I was a student in back in Bangladesh, has significantly improved by having Messi and watching him every 3 to 4 days. I had a lot of struggle in my personal life. I had a lot of things that didn't work, but at certain days I have slept well. I could never sleep with Messi playing for Barcelona in night. I could never forgive myself if I have done that. And thankfully, I have not missed much. And it has been very, very rewarding so far.
Yeah, for me, it's like even if I have exams, like
I
I tried study before the
yeah,
exam,
before
like
or,
two
or,
three
or
days.
don't even study. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did.
I study before so that I can actually have the, like if it before the exam, the match, I can actually watch the match.
It's crazy. Like exam at 8 a.m. I'm watching the game from 3 a.m. to 5
3
a.m.
a.m. to
There's
5
like
a.m. Yeah, exactly.
crazy. I can't think of it.
Well, yeah, like I don't know, like even like last few seasons with Lionel Messi, like what I like most about him is like he became more in last 2 3 years, especially like 2017 18 and 19. These 3 years he evolved to become something else. Like it's hard to like put it in numbers, probably with heat maps or something like this, or some other high tech statistics or something like this. You can actually like calculate what would be the impact, but you cannot like um uh how can I say, you cannot measure the impact. What like it's
You
like
can get any kind of
watching.
indication. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
no
like
way you
watching
can
the,
measure total term what he's done.
yeah, it's
I
like watching the Starry Night
yeah.
by Van Gogh. Like you
If
cannot,
you
like you will feel something and you cannot actually explain this whole thing.
exactly, it's when people say extraterrestrial because they cannot actually define it, and they think
Yeah.
it's something more higher intelligence that he has with the ball. If you divide that final third into three sections, he has the most goals outside of the box. He has most goals inside the box. He has most goals in the free kicks. He has most shot taken from outside the box in every direction. I mean, how can he do that?
And have you seen the statistics from the last decade? Like he was the most goal scorer. He was the most goal creator in assist, like assist. He was the most chance creator.
The
He was
key
the
pass contributor.
key passes.
He's
Yeah, most key passes, most dribble completed, most free
Yeah,
kick goals.
let's stop talking about this guy.
So I don't know, like
I,
how is
I, I
that
hope
possible?
PSG fans, they're so lucky bastards. But so lucky to have him. So lucky to have him. I hope they
Yeah,
enjoy the games, and the French league would definitely get some boost. And even I wouldn't be normally interested in seeing PSG games. Now I have to watch it. Um, okay, let's move from Messi if we are okay, because I don't think we can stop talking
yeah,
about
we cannot stop
this little
about.
guy.
Yeah, we should move on.
Okay, uh, I've seen Barcelona's game today against Real Sociedad. Did you have a chance to see a little?
No, actually, like
Okay.
I fall asleep,
Okay.
but I watched the last 2 3 minutes
Okay.
only, but it's not much to
No, that's
watch.
fine. I've seen the game. I quite liked Barcelona's way of ball movement, especially Memphis Depay. Thanks to
Mm,
Piqué, that Memphis could play. Actually, he registered with La Liga,
mm.
and Memphis was very good. Griezmann in patches was good, but Martin Braithwaite was brilliant, very very clinical. Worked really hard. I think Barcelona have very good midfield with Frankie De Jong and Busquets can be an issue in terms of consistency, but he's still one of the finest midfielders in Spain.
Yeah, but
Uh,
they can actually switch with like they can actually play Busquets or Frankie De Jong, like either or,
no, no,
and
they
put
were
someone.
playing 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that, but they can actually do that in the later of the season, because when the other competition starts, they will have like only two
Oh,
three
they
days
have
to
Pjanic
prepare.
too, who is in this huge salary.
Well, there is this possibility of Pjanic leaving the club. There were some.
Well, Juventus doesn't really want to pay that salary that
Yeah,
Barca were paying
that is the
him.
problem actually. Like they are negotiating this thing, but I would say I see Quick playing there, also Moriba probably. Um,
Well, I don't know if Moriba would really play because I think Barcelona's board and coach was not happy with Moriba's situation. But there is Ricky Puig, there is Sergio Roberto. He seems to be
yeah,
he played a part. He scored the fourth goal. Also, Martin Braithwaite seems to be very utility player. There's Usman Dembele and also Ansu Fati.
serious.
Ansu Fati probably coming back very soon as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And Oscar Mingueza is
But
injured
they're
currently.
Barcelona is right now trying, like in press conference, Koeman said that like they are trying to buy a new forward,
let's
and they are
let's
trying
not let's not go there.
they are trying to get rid of Braithwaite.
Braithwaite was a player. I don't know why, but Braithwaite was very very good. Um, I don't know who they want to sign, and if they have the money.
Well, they're talking about these two Arsenal forwards, Auba and Lacazette. But Lacazette so
And
far
they
they made
and
contract with him.
they want to give away Felipe Coutinho. And do you think Felipe Coutinho's salary Arsenal could afford that? Even if Arsenal buy him in cheaper or have a loan? I don't think so. I,
I don't know. Like Arsenal situation is like really complicated right now, and I would say like Arsenal would have a, like either they would have like a really good season, or they will have
I
like
don't I don't expect that really.
yeah, that's like a really less possibility. But even as a Arsenal fan, I would say I was saying that. But the thing is that like last few weeks, like first few weeks of the transfer season, it seemed like really well for them, because there were some other signings going on around like other clubs. so they kind of like making their ways in. But with Ancelotti taking over Real Madrid, they wouldn't get like players like Ceballos, who was like one of the best player last season, who was playing on loan. Also, they were interested in Isco at the time, and right now they are trying to get Bernardo Silva. But with the Bernardo Silva, the problem is that Bernardo Silva wanted to play for um, a club who is in the Champions League, and he's he is like more interested in playing for Barcelona right now. So
So nobody wants to get
I
paid, I guess.
yeah, exactly. But with
Or
this
is it because Barcelona is pursuing Super League? Maybe they want to play Super League.
I don't know. Like I don't know much about Super League. I don't actually care about Super League, and if they leave for Super League, I won't watch like Super League thing.
Uh,
But still, right now, there are some possibilities because I watched the preseason matches actually. At least one match, like first one. Um, but highlights of the last few matches, and there are some. There is this player who caught my eyes, Yusuf Demir, the
very,
Austrian
very
guy.
technically very good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good actually. Like you can play him as a shifted, squad rotated player in the right or probably in the middle sometimes. If you, but so far it seems like Koeman is settling down in
Yeah,
4-3-3.
he reminded me of Cengiz Under when he came in the Roma's flank in the first season. But he could
Who?
be a little bit better than Cengiz Under.
Oh yeah. Mm. Yeah, I saw him. So his finishing. So far the finishing looks well. Like a players of his age. Like he was around the post. So yeah, he looked good actually. And also there were some other players like that guy who played this match. I forgot his name. He came up as a substitute.
Gavi,
Uh,
Gavi.
yeah, Gabi. Yeah, he's good actually. Um, Also, I would say
I
like
still think Eric Garcia is a very good signing, especially under La Liga.
yeah,
He's very good.
yeah.
It's a very
Uh,
good signing. People don't probably understand still. I think he has made Barcelona
and he's a
still have
and
problem in the back.
yeah,
Makes no
and
mistake about it.
he's a good aerial threat actually. Uh, like he can
It's
actually
fairly
still
fast.
yeah
31.2. I think was the speed mile per hour was
yeah
recorded.
31.2
Yeah,
kilometer per hour.
yeah,
Yeah,
kilometer per hour. But yeah, I thought that was very good signing. I think Memphis Depay looked very good. He looks to be the guy. And the first goal, he assisted a PK scored that goal. I think Memphis was very good. I think Martin Braithwaite. Not a lot of people really value him, but I think he's very good whenever he's given the
yeah.
chance. He
He has
works as an utility player. He's a very good player.
yeah, and also like he can push the defense back
And
and
he
have
he,
those
he
yeah.
tracks back and really defends
Mm.
well too. Yeah, and also Griezmann is always a very hardworking player.
And
Uh,
now Messi, uh, now the Messi is no more in the team. He could have more space in the right side of the
yeah,
pitch.
but
So like I think
it looks like
it could work.
Memphis, everything was going to Memphis, and
Yeah, that's the
also
problem actually. I was so going to talk about like in a preseason. It seems like this season is going to be about Memphis if
yeah,
Messi is not around.
and that's what my question about in case Barcelona cannot sell Coutinho, which can happen.
Mm.
What would Barcelona do with Coutinho? Still use him? And if
Yeah,
Memphis
why
Depay is
not?
there, I don't see they're occupying the same space.
Well, he could have used in the right side of the pitch. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's what
But
they've tried from whenever they tried, Coutinho, they've tried him in a different position, but he didn't actually found the space because Messi was playing around his strong position.
mm,
Now that that place is vacant, but I can see two, three candidates right now.
yeah. Also,
Who
Pedri is like way better performing than, I wouldn't say like a way better player, but I would say like way better
I
performing
actually
than.
would say because his
Um,
suitability is better than Coutinho.
yes, according to, but I wouldn't say like a better player because Coutinho still have the skills. Uh,
Well, let's talk about values. If Pedri got into the market and Coutinho got into the market, and Pedri is incredibly younger player too, he has higher
yeah,
value.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I would say probably they will play him because they should actually play him because otherwise the other team wouldn't be interested.
Other
Like
teams are not interested on that price anyway. So Barcelona have no other option but use him, probably.
yeah, there is no other ways. Like he could be a really good substitute.
Or play in certain games that you want
Mm.
to rest Memphis or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
someone like that, right?
yeah, exactly.
Uh, Anyway, so yeah, Barcelona have won 4-2. I still think there is a huge amount of question mark on the defense. And Barcelona's problem was, especially under Koeman in the last season, was lack of consistency. Like in the same game, they're not the same team. They have very high level of game for 30, 40 minutes or even an hour, and after 20 minutes or something, or last 20 minutes, or
Well,
for
it is still happening like
yeah.
last 4 5 years, at least
No,
3 4 years
I'm
actually.
actually, yeah, definitely that is happening even under Valverde. But Valverde had a very different system of very defensive sort of system. He could have covered that, but under Koeman wants to play more kind of free flowing attacking way, and
Yeah,
I think
I
there is a
think
lack of consistency in Barcelona's play to manage a game. They don't know how to manage a game for 90 minutes.
yeah, I really like it's one of the reason because like players like Piqué, Busi, also Jordi Alba, they are the leader of this team, but they cannot actually play the whole game right now. They don't have this physical stamina. So like you need a player who can actually lead the game.
Yeah, and that's where I thought, someone like Ricky Puig. I don't know how well he can play, but he still can come and play and dictate the ball and keep the possession, because I don't think Barcelona is very good with defending without
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, and also he's also like good in checking back. Also, he could pass the ball like in between the lines. He
But
that
I still believe there is some concern, especially Ronald Arau, who had I think was substitute for today. I think there's a
mm,
little bit of lack of pace for PK in certain games because the season is long. There will be certain games that PK will be caught. I don't want to be too pessimistic, but I think there is very good passing and movement of Barcelona I've seen today, and also the same problem I've seen today. Like it was 3-0 up, and they have got into 3-2. Oyarzabal scored Messi-esque free kick, and I think given uh, the most memorable, um, the memory of a 10 number 10 from an opposite number 10 was almost like a Messi-like free kick that he scored, uh, and uh, and I think Real Sociedad didn't really play that well. Normally they have play, and they could have troubled Barcelona a little bit more, but it's still a home game for Barcelona. I mean, it would be interesting to see how they do in their way, as well as Real Madrid got a very good start against Alaves
yeah,
for 4-1 win. I mean, Karim Benzema looks in, the form of his life. He's still carrying out. Fantastic performance from Casemiro and Modric and Cruz as well. But coming back to that, uh, Barcelona Real Madrid looks to be. I mean, Barcelona, it would be a lot different after Messi era. It would be hard for them to. move forward without Messi, but in a way, it is a challenge too, and it is an opportunity for others to come up. Uh, and also, I have seen the game today between the champion Atletico Madrid and Celta Vigo. There was 3 red cards, although mostly on the injury time. A lot of chaos. And what was interesting for me, it was two ex-racing manager. Simeone was a racing manager as well as Chacho Coudet. Very good game of football. I thoroughly enjoyed. Angel Correa scored both of the goals for Atletico Madrid, and Aspas scoring for penalty. But it was very, very entertaining. It was not Atletico Madrid and sitting deep down. It was almost end to end. They have
Well,
introduced. Go ahead.
since last season, Atletico Madrid has this different approach. Except for Real Madrid or Barcelona, or Sevilla probably, they don't actually hold back naturally with players like Suarez. Like they don't actually hold back now. So
No. It's a very good Atletico Madrid side right now. I
yeah,
think they undoubtedly they're the top favorite for me. I
yeah.
think they hold the edge. They've signed Rodrigo
But
de Paul.
I saw like yeah, for Real Madrid, they're still like some changes. They are trying to cover up these positions like with Eden Hazard, Gareth Bale, and they are trying to replace it with like last season. They are trying to replace him with a Vinicius Junior or something like this. But when the changes have been made, it doesn't look like the the Real Madrid we know.
No,
So
it's not definitely. It's a
yeah,
different Real Madrid side. I think it's a very weakened side, especially in the back. Varane and
yeah,
Ramos being gone. Nacho is still a very good defender, but I don't. I mean, even Militao and Alaba is definitely good defenders. But still, I think there's something lacking in this Real Madrid side. I mean, Real Madrid side could be what should I say? It's more of a more continuous what we've seen. It's nothing extraordinary, and I
yeah,
somehow I see them still be on the top four, or even challenging for the top position.
yeah,
But for me, this season, I think it has to be Atletico Madrid. The way the intensity I've seen
yeah.
so far,
Also,
it doesn't like the other teams. It looks like a bit of preseason game. Atletico
mhm.
Madrid, no, that was anything but preseason. They're really fighting for it from even day one, and I think it was a very, very important win for them. Balaidos is not a easy venue to go and actually get a win. Celta Vigo is actually will be looking for an European spot this season.
All right, and like one more thing I would like to add, like uh, Real Madrid also have this contract, like long-term contracts with these older players, and I don't know, like what we saw last
But
season.
their salary is not that outrageously high, or their
Yeah,
their debt is not as bad as Barcelona's.
Barcelona, yeah, but still there are some lackings in this squad. Like for example, yeah, sometimes Modric or Cruz, they are playing well still, but it's like we are seeing the last best from them.
No, it's
Like
it's, it's true. You're actually spot on. Now you reminded me of something, that if you see Barcelona's first 11 or Real Madrid's first 11, you see that's a very good team on paper, right? But
mm,
what they lack is something of similar thing from bench. They don't have as much
yeah,
as strength or as much as backup, right? They used to have. That's where I think Atletico Madrid is better. Actually, they have very good bench, and
yeah,
I
exactly. And also like they're not like depending on someone. Like, they have Suarez, okay, but they don't actually depend on Suarez. Someone else would
well, yeah,
depend.
definitely. I mean, dependency depends on certain things. Obviously, they
Yeah,
with
real like
with Suarez,
last
you
season.
depend
Yeah,
on.
last season most of the goals actually created or scored by Karim Benzema, and on the other side it was scored by Lionel Messi. So, but for Atletico Madrid, it's not.
Well,
It's a different.
the pace Martin Braithwaite is getting in. I think he's going to be irreplaceable. I don't think Koeman can sell him.
Well, so am I. I was thinking about it. Like they're saying that they are in market for to buy a
I think it's a
forward, but
very disrespectful to Braithwaite.
Mhm. But yeah, like they still have like a Kun Aguero who is coming back in
I
like
I
10 million.
I, I don't think so. That's another situation we can talk. I don't think Kuhn is registered at this point, and I don't think Barcelona has the interest, not the Kuhn, Aguero, to play for Barcelona after Messi's whole deal got
Yeah,
cancelled.
I saw that like there is this the transfer window is still open,
Yeah,
and
if they cannot register him before
mm,
31st of August, he is again free to go anywhere.
yeah, exactly. And also like City is looking for the opportunity because they are going to they already made or probably is going to made a bid for Hurricane. And if it fails, they could actually bring back Kun Aguero. There are some talkings about it, and
Now here's a pitch, because Tottenham is ready with the money in case
mm,
Kane goes.
mm.
And Tottenham is known for, Daniel Levy is very smart businessman. He doesn't let Kane go very easy, and with cheap money. I mean, he's going to, like, if City goes
They are
for
going to. It seems like they are going to get like 150 million.
yeah, exactly. So in that case, Levy is ready to go for Lautaro Martinez. Inter Milan is the favorite shop right now in the Europe.
Mm.
Anyone can go and buy players. So Lautaro Martinez, 70 million to 80 million. I think Inter let him go, right? So why can't City go to Lautaro Martinez instead of re-signing Aguero, or have Harry Kane for 1 or 2 seasons? Because I don't see Harry Kane lasting more in the top level for more than 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, so am I. But like the thing is that like Pep Guardiola is under pressure, so like he would do anything probably.
Let me.
So for
I think they have missed a piece here. They should have gone for Messi when Messi was free. They should have went for Messi. I mean, I understand they're still going for Kane, but you know, uh, Pep, I still feel will regret this decision of not going for Messi. Um, yeah, that's what I thought. Especially if you don't even need EPL like in English Premier League, you need Messi to win Champions League. And yeah, I think that, yeah, it's unbelievable that they even never tried. I just can't
yeah,
I just
on
can't believe
the
it.
same day they signed Jack Grealish for 100 million.
Well, I have all the respect for Jack Grealish. I like him as a player quite a lot, and he played today. I mean, I've seen the game of Manchester City and
Mm.
Tottenham Hotspur. It was brilliant game. I mean, it was fantastic game. I saw Tottenham, and they look like a title contender. I mean, it is too early to say after first game, and they haven't actually played with their best team, arguably. But the players were trained really well by Nuno Espirito Sancho. I mean, this guy looked set, and this team looks hungry, even
Actually,
even
like
without Harry Kane.
yeah, actually like I saw Wolves playing last 2 3 season. They
I've
were
seen
like
that.
really,
Yeah,
yeah, they have this like intensity, and when he
it's
took over
unbelievable.
Tottenham,
It's
yeah.
it's unbelievable, and I think Tottenham, after seeing today against Manchester City, they could have easily killed the game. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm not taking away anything from City. City looked second. I mean, City didn't look that great, to be honest. It still looked them for, it's a first game in the season. They had some rustiness and stuff like that. But still, Tottenham were ready.
Well, the thing about City is like it's like it's like it is a thing about all Pep Guardiola thing. Like if you have to set a tempo like in one game, and then they will start continuing. So like
Exactly.
it will,
They need a
yeah,
certain game, one or two
yeah,
games that actually turn them around, right? So
yeah, exactly. Like last season, it happened in probably in around Christmas with against Chelsea
yeah.
with this
Or
game,
even
and
game, I think it was against Crystal Palace, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So like
But
after that, they changed their play way of playing and stuff. So
but what I'm saying is for English Premier League, there's definitely I've seen Liverpool yesterday that look brilliant, obviously. But again, with Liverpool, you don't know one or two key players being injured, and then all of the
yeah,
things can change.
they don't have any good bench yet. Like they didn't buy any new players.
No, no, and so yeah, that's my only concern with Liverpool, and also with City, they look underwhelming at certain point, and they didn't win the ball like the 50-50 balls. All the balls were won by Tottenham. There's hunger from the Spurs player that I've never seen, and also yeah, yeah, it would be interesting to see Tottenham this season for sure. It would be fun. And if they finally go for Lautaro Martinez, I think they will get some very good game even in the front. I mean, this team looks like a striker of that stature to go in and actually get some goals. Um, that would be interesting. And even for Inter Milan, I think they're preparing to bid for Lazio's, because they have the Lazio ex-Lazio coach, and
Yeah,
Simone Inzaghi. He likes Joaquin Correa a lot, and he's ready to get Joaquin Correa if Lautaro leaves. But yeah, and also I've seen yesterday Juventus versus Atalanta friendly, and it was good to see Dybala back fully fit, and he looked
yeah,
very fresh. Also, Kulusevski had a very good game, and Bernardowski, who normally doesn't have a very good game, was actually played in the midfield. That is, I thought, very interesting. But Syria will have less impact with other teams getting weakened, such as Inter Milan. Now Juventus, I think, with Dybala and Cristiano, as well as the others, they
Chiesa.
have, yeah, and Chiesa, yeah, exactly. Chiesa was very good too. So I think it would be hard to beat them, Juventus again. But coming back to EPL, I think I was going to say, except Liverpool, Manchester City probably doesn't have a competitor, but it seems like Manchester United could be. If, I mean,
No, Chelsea is Chelsea. They bought Romelu Lukaku.
no, definitely. I was going to say talk about
Mm.
Chelsea, but before that, I thought about Manchester United. If they can be good for over the time, or that their consistency is a problem also. They've
Well,
looked
they
good.
need a. We talked about it probably before. Like they need a central midfielder, like who is like really consistent, like as consistent as Kante or Jorginho, like or any of these players, or probably Rodrigo, someone like him. But also like they need someone who can score like 15 to 20 goals in EPL. Otherwise, it would be hard
Well,
for them to compete.
with Cavani, you can get at least at this point probably 8 to 10 goals minimum, or
Yeah, but
even 10 to 15.
Cavani is like he could be used in the Fergie time, but they need a striker who can actually like go through the whole match, like pushing the
Yeah,
defender back and doing stuff.
I was really surprised because Manchester United normally has a lot of money, right?
Yeah,
And they didn't really go for anyone, which was very underwhelming transfer season, you know.
I thought they would go for Harry Kane actually this season.
And that would made a lot more sense. I understand that people like Kane to go to City, but I thought United would have been a very interesting prospect if there was some kind of interest.
Yeah, Also, like they could actually buy other players, like even like Lautaro Martinez is still in the market, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, they could actually buy. I don't know who's the uh,
And
maybe
I
Leipzig striker. I
well,
think.
even Bayer Leverkusen, Peter Schick,
Yeah,
who had
yeah,
very
Peter Schick. Yeah,
very good tournament in Euro. I mean, why can't? And also people are talking about like Vlahovic of Fiorentina, who had very good season last. I mean, one season, but people are targeting him. So that actually shows you how scarcity of a good striker there in the market,
yeah.
right? Uh, anyway, yeah, you talked about Chelsea. Now Chelsea does look scary good team at this point.
Yeah, at this moment, even like with yesterday's game, they can actually play like really attacking game, even with three in the back. And Thomas Tuchel, he doesn't actually settle for a formation or something like this. He just go for the players or for a plan or something like this. He has this like normally every coach has this like plan
No, he
for
has
like
some kind of
12, 13 players, and for Thomas Tuchel is different. It's like he has this sort of 15 players who can actually like play in different role, and they can actually like get get the things done. And the thing is that like he played Chelsea last season in like 4-2-3-1 formation, 4-3-3 formation, 3-5-2, 3-4-3. The 3-4-3 was like famous
and
in
also
the end.
3-5-2-2.
Yeah, also like yeah, 3-5, yeah, 3-5-2-1 actually. Um,
But what is very impressive from Tuchel is he almost had done a lot of iteration, like for any kind of modeling. He had those kind of iteration of players where they would move and where the gap has been closed, and that would make harder for any team to break them.
yeah, exactly. And like we talked about about Champions League final, like we talked about the space between only like it could be break like it would be broken by only playing 1-2 or some cross or something like this. And yeah, it's like I heard, but it's still like it's really early in the season. But Chelsea has this haven't actually like sorted things out.
No,
Still,
I still think with Lukaku.
still players' mind is in the vacation probably.
No, fair enough. But what I'm saying is,
But
including Lukaku is huge
mm, yeah, he actually ensured at least 15 to 20 goals.
minimum,
Uh, yeah, minimum.
and
So like
he will raise the game of others because
yeah.
I was pleasantly
Also like
surprised.
So yeah, Werner will stay and compete for the striking position, and he can also play in the left.
And he'll raise the game of Mount because he can
Yeah,
put the ball, he'll make some good runs as well. He can
yeah,
assist. He's not a selfish striker. He
yeah.
takes the game of his teammates to a different level as well. So I like Lukaku a lot in Inter Milan under Conte. It would be it would be very very interesting to see how Lukaku plays in Chelsea, and I hope he does well. But in that case, I still think that Chelsea has a little bit of upper hand at this point, at least on the paper, than City Sports Start or even Liverpool, maybe one or two injury away uh, from any mistakes to happen.
So who do you think could be the dark horses, like Leicester or Tottenham or some other team? Like or we talked about three teams, three or four: City, United, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Well,
Four.
Leicester is almost like Leicester City is almost like the entire squad they're retaining, right? If
Mm.
I'm not mistaken, I actually like Leicester a lot. Watching them.
Except probably what's his name, Abraham or something like this, the midfielder who could actually go to Arsenal, but uh, I don't see it it's happening.
Okay, In that sense, I'm assuming that nothing happens. Leicester still has very strong side. No, the core players and the core philosophy remains same, and they still have quite a young bunch as well, and who could cover.
Iheanacho is playing really well since the last season, and he's playing in some interesting positions.
Yeah, and I
Like he's
liked I
sometimes
liked a
operated.
lot about Brandon Rodgers, how he managed the whole thing, right? So I
Yeah.
still would edge towards Leicester, but I think Tottenham under um, Nuno Espirito Santo it's been it will be very interesting to see them.
I was
Uh,
kind of expecting it from Tottenham. What you said, I haven't seen the match, but what you said, I was kind of expecting him because Wolves played like really top class football last two years at least, and
and also
yeah,
they had
they
a very good transfer window.
yeah.
I think they have very good transfer window and what they're preparing for, even if Kane leaves, right? I think they're in a good position to compete at least for top four position. So
Yeah, and also like they could actually bring Bale for like one more season, like playing. I don't think so, but still
I I
they'll
don't think so. Bale would. I think they will rather play Bergwijn than
yeah.
than Bale.
Yeah, but still like they still have Harry Kane or
Yeah,
probably Martinez.
Lucas Moura. I think Lucas Moura, Son, as well as you have Giovanni Lo Celso. You have uh, Tanguy
Romero.
and Ndombele.
Yeah,
Uh,
they bought
and,
Romero.
and then they bought a huge amount of with money. They bought Christian Romero as they've got Golini as a keeper,
Yeah,
right, from Atalanta. And also, if they can get Lautaro Martinez, I think that team look tasty.
yeah.
Um, but anyway, I think they can definitely compete. Uh, they can definitely compete.
Well, for me, it seems like mm, the transfer market has just become it has become
Yeah,
interesting now. Like
it was pre-Messi era, and then after Messi
yeah.
era, have you ever seen a better transfer window for any other team than this PSG? They had
Oh no.
Wijnaldum for free, Messi for free, Donnarumma for free, Ramos for free, and I
For
think they
free.
all only paid for Ashraf Hakimi.
Yeah, 60 million and that's it. I don't know. Like it's unbelievable to watch. Even like it's possible they can actually get Cristiano Ronaldo for free in the next
Yeah,
season.
or even this season if Mbappe decides to leave, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
Leonardo,
it's.
what he did last few years, he actually
I think
outdone himself.
exactly, and also they are the only club that suspected that in case Messi still doesn't go through, they actually
Yeah,
prepared for in case. So nobody else was prepared for the in
yeah. Not
case.
even Manchester City.
No, 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 no. So I think kudos to them for their extra hard work.
Yeah, but yeah, what you said, like the City could have actually go for Lionel Messi, and Messi would love to play under Guardiola once more.
I think Guardiola needs more Messi rather than Messi needs him, but
Yeah,
I was I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. Let's put it this way.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
if you
They could have
even if you
like
have Grealish,
yeah,
even
they could have actually get like Grealish and Harry Kane, the service of Grealish and Harry Kane, like through Lionel Messi, because Grealish could have assist some goals. Messi could Messi can do that still, and Messi can easily score like 20 goals against
okay. Okay,
Premier
now
League teams.
let's not bring up that guy again.
Well, it's all about Messi. Like we have been talking about it for days. Like this chat is like kind of like overdue, but
No, no, fair enough. I really wanted to, and there's a lot of emotion with Messi departing.
Yeah,
Barcelona.
that's why I just like I didn't want to like talk right away, to be honest,
It took a
because
time to consume. Yeah.
yeah, it's unbelievable. Like when I went to the social media and see Ramos and Messi is like grappling, and it's unbelievable. Like it's unbelievable to see like Barca and Real captain
Of
leaving
last
the
season.
club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, leaving the club at the same time for some other clubs, and they're playing. It's unbelievable to watch.
They're playing together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and welcome together.
Yeah.
This is parallel universe. We don't even live anymore. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I still cannot believe that Barcelona let him go. Their biggest asset. Their
Yeah.
biggest asset. I
Exactly.
mean, wow. Anyway, anything else to talk about? I think we kind of covered here, there, and everything.
Yeah, probably like we kind of touch bits and piece of everything, I guess, so far. Except like Brazilian Olympic team won uh, gold medal.
Oh, the yes, Brazil. Big congratulations to Dani Alves. I know it's not still recognized officially as Olympic
Yeah.
as the official
Yeah, but
crown.
there are some like good players in Olympics from Brazil.
No, no, definitely. It's still congratulations to the Brazilian team that won that gold medal, and also commiserations to the Spanish team that won the silver. Um, yeah, no, I don't think any we have missed anything. I think I've talked a little bit. Yesterday it was PSG won the game. I didn't see today's Marseille versus Olympic Marseille versus Bordeaux game. It was happening. I was keeping an eye on Atletico and Celta, and also Manchester City versus Tottenham. I was watching actually on two different devices, so it was hard to see. And it was going on the same time. Watched the Barcelona game, and then next week I think there would be Serie A game starting as well. So it would be even harder, but we'll definitely try to capture as much game as possible, and also yeah, we'll talk as we go on. But most of the talking would be centered around Messi and kind of new because of that deal of happening. And do you really see Kane eventually landing in Manchester City?
Yeah, it's a huge possibility actually. Like with 150 million, because there are some inside source of Tottenham. They were saying like yeah, they wouldn't accept anything less than 130 million, and City actually offered them 120 million before. So it's gonna be 150 or around at the time, or with add-ons or something like this. But yeah, it's a possibility actually. It could happening. And also like yeah, like we saw like players like Lionel Messi like even suffer at the beginning of last season. Like he wanted to leave, but he stayed anyway. If it could happen for Harry Kane, it would be a sad thing, but he probably wouldn't perform as much like as he did before. And yeah, like we are talking about a player like he scored 20 plus goals in more than 5 seasons, and if he scored like 30 three more seasons, 20 um,
And
20 plus goals.
that's again with well with the respect to Tottenham,
Mhm.
you know, at least some Pochettino's side was decent attacking
Yeah.
wise. Some of the with respect to Mourinho, I don't think that was a decent side, but
Mhm.
he still managed to score.
Yeah, even he kind of changed into like a 9.5 or something like this. He was actually assisting more last season, and he probably assisted like 20 21 goals last season. Um, and it was almost as prolific as Thierry in the Invincible season. So we are talking about one of the best player who has ever played Premier League.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could possible, and he already in the top 10 in the score sheet for Premier League, and if he do it in 3 more seasons, he would actually surpass Alan Shearer, the most decorative striker in the Premier League. So yeah, like City would love to have him at least if he perform like over 2 3 years. They would love to have him there, and really needs to win a silverware. Actually, like he is 28 years old. He didn't win anything major.
But wouldn't it be ironic? Say, for example, he moves to City, and this year Tottenham wins it.
Well, it did. We saw it happen 2 years ago. Like Coutinho left Barcelona, and the Bayern
Liverpool
Munich,
wins the Champions
yeah,
League.
yeah, Liverpool wins Champions League, and also like Coutinho went to Bayern Munich, and then Bayern Munich won the Champions League with like Barcelona, like they destroyed Barcelona by 8-0 in the same match. So yeah, it could happen. Like, but he could actually make some sort of moves. Like it is about a time because he is playing for this club
Well,
since he was 18.
to me, I think he has reached a point of no return. He cannot really go back with the same intensity and commitment to Tottenham Hotspur at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not as loyal as because he played for, so far I remember, like he was one of those players I was keeping eye on earlier, because he was playing for MK Dons probably in the Premiership, and also playing for, what was the other club, Swansea or someone else
Okay.
in the Premiership. So yeah, like there were some players there. They actually were bought at the same time from MK Dons or Swansea, um, Leeds probably. I don't know. There's another club I forgot. They actually create more players. So like they came at the same time, like Dele Alli, Hurricane. They came together in this Tottenham team. They actually gave, I think, everything so far, and without winning it, it would be shame. Even like Newcastle won the Premier League in 1994 or 1995. I forgot actually.
90, well, I remember 96 Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then there's Newcastle, I think around somewhere 95, 94, 95, something around there. Yeah.
yeah. So like it would be, yeah, it would be really great if he already had won it for Tottenham. But so far it's, I don't know if it could happen or not, but he could actually make some sort of move, and I can actually understand that.
Oh well, hope that's sorted out soon, and he can settle in a team and start to train and probably show his best, and hope he wins something before he retires. It would be a shame that such a prolific striker, especially for England, didn't really win any kind of silverware. Okay, on that note, I guess we're recording for a long time. Is there anything
I have no
else?
idea how much time passed.
I think it's around 2 hours.
Okay, that's too much. I
So
think nobody was going to watch it.
oh,
I don't know.
I don't think so. So yeah, in that point, I guess we'll wrap it up for the viewers. In case you're seeing anyway, please make sure that you subscribe, like, or comment, and make us know that you're watching or you're following. We're trying our best to come up with some kind of time and discuss the latest happenings in the football world as much as we know. But yeah, thank you again. We'll be in touch.